Marion, you had to go and get yourself kidnapped.
Not like you did any better.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie moments we waited years for but sucked.
Excuse me, I believe I'm the one who kicked Ivy's botanical butt.
Oh, this ain't gonna be good.
Does it then follow that there is no danger?
For this list, we'll be looking at highly anticipated scenes that completely failed to live up to our expectations. While the rest of the movie might have been decent or even good, these specific moments let fans down. Since some of these scenes are important to the plot, a spoiler warning is in effect. Which of these movies let you down the most? Let us know in the comments.
If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below.
Number 10, Ripley finds out she's the only survivor. Alien 3.
Could I have a moment alone, please?
Yes, of course.
Against all odds, Ripley, Newt, Hicks, and Bishop made it out of a colony crawling with vicious creatures in 1986's Aliens. The story ended with a peaceful shot of the survivors flying to their next destination. Fans hoped they would see the four of them together again in Aliens 3, but those hopes were dashed in the hospital scene when Ripley was told that she was the ship's only survivor.
Where are the others?
They didn't make it.
What?
They didn't survive.
This devastating news felt like a slap in the face to the optimistic ending of Aliens. The twist also denied fans the chance to see Ripley further develop her relationships with her allies. Although she later finds and reactivates the android Bishop, their short conversation doesn't make up for the disappointing sole survivor plot twist.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just a glorified toaster.
Number 9, Batgirl's debut, Batman and Robin.
Please be looking for me.
Actually, I'm looking for Alfred Pennyworth. Uncle Alfred!
After appearing in the comics, animated series, and 60s Batman TV show, Batgirl was finally set to debut on the big screen in Batman and Robin. Unfortunately, the movie botched her introduction. The woman who became Batgirl was named Barbara Wilson and was Alfred's niece from England. This was a baffling introduction for two reasons. First of all, Alicia Silverstone has no trace of an English accent.
I'm on break from,
Oxbridge Academy, Alfred's alma mater.
the new computer sciences division. How'd you know?
Secondly, the most established version of Batgirl has always been Commissioner Gordon's daughter. Why change the heroine's most popular origin to a new one that stops making sense once the actress speaks? While Barbara's origin story wasn't the only issue with her depiction in Batman and Robin, it got her character off to a disappointing start.
And you are?
Batgirl.
That's not awfully PC. What about bad person or bad woman?
Bruce, it's me, Barbara.
Number 8, Rey's true lineage is revealed. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. From the moment of Rey's introduction, fans worked tirelessly to solve the mystery of her parentage. She could have easily been the child of Han Solo, Leia, or Luke. According to Kylo Ren, however, her parents were nobodies, which was quite the curveball.
Sam,
They were nobody.
they're filthy junk traders who sold you off for drinking money.
But that was later proven false in The Rise of Skywalker. During a tense moment, Kylo Ren confirms that, contrary to his previous statement, Rey is actually Palpatine's granddaughter.
You have his power. You're his granddaughter. You are a Palpatine.
Not only was this reveal confusing, it also felt like a lazy retread of the original trilogy. We already saw the hero learn that their relative was a villain in The Empire Strikes Back.
No, I am your father.
The fact that it took 4 years to get to this unoriginal and extremely confusing reveal made this scene deeply unsatisfying. Number 7, Anakin's first appearance. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
You're a slave? I'm a person and my name is Anakin.
Darth Vader instantly became an iconic villain in 1977's A New Hope. So fans were eager to dive into the character's origins in 1999's The Phantom Menace. However, Anakin's first lines as he swoons over Padme are incredibly cliché and cheesy.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel.
He then clumsily dumps exposition that explains his entire backstory and motivations. It doesn't help matters that child actor Jake Lloyd couldn't make the awkward dialogue sound convincing.
I listen to all the traders and star pilots who come through here. I'm a pilot, you know, and someday I'm gonna fly away from this place.
But even if Anakin was played by James Earl Jones himself here, the scene would have been a disappointment. There's nothing in the dialogue or characterization that remotely hints that this kid will become Darth Vader. We honestly would have been better off meeting Anakin in Attack of the Clones.
Annie? My goodness, you've grown.
So have you. Grown more beautiful, I mean.
Number 6, The Final Battle. The Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn Part 2.
It doesn't matter what I show you. Even when you see, you still won't change your decision.
4 years after the first Twilight film premiered, the franchise seemed poised to end with a massive confrontation. The Volturi were prepared to take on the Cullens and their allies in a climactic battle. At first, Breaking Dawn Part 2 seems to be making good on that promise, with a well-choreographed and devastating fight. Unfortunately, none of it was real. In the middle of the brutal conflict, we learn that the fight is nothing but a vision of the future.
Now you know. That's your future. Unless you decide on another course.
Everyone's fine and the long fight sequence didn't matter. This bait and switch was an insult to cinema goers who had been invested in the series since the beginning. Instead of getting the exciting conclusion they deserved, they were basically given a glorified dream sequence.
Dear ones, there is no danger here. We will not fight today.
Number 5, Marion returns as a victim. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Indiana Jones. About time you showed up.
Marion Ravenwood's toughness, resourcefulness, and complexity made her a great match for Indiana Jones. She's one of the best characters in 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Naturally, fans were thrilled to hear that Marion would return to the franchise after 27 years in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. After an hour of waiting, she appeared as a kidnapping victim. She's also revealed to be the annoying mutt's mother.
Oh, man, I specifically told you not to come
Marion
here
is your
yourself.
You never wrote that?
mother.
You never said that in any phone calls?
Marion Ravenwood is your mother.
Oh, for God's sake, Indy, it's not that hard.
Although Marion was also held hostage in the first film, we at least got to know her before she was captured. Reintroducing Marion as a victim and plot device after 27 years feels like a disservice to her character. And don't even get us started on her decision to not tell Indy that they had a son.
He's a good kid, Marion. You should get off his back about school.
But, I
Not
mean,
everybody's cut out for it.
his name is Henry.
Henry, good name.
He's your son.
Number 4, Venom confronts Spider-Man. Spider-Man 3.
Hey, Parker. My God, Eddie. Ooh, my spider sense is tingling. If you know what I'm talking about.
As soon as Topher Grace was cast as Eddie Brock, there was concern that he wouldn't be able to capture the essence of the sinister and intimidating villain, Venom. Our worst fears were confirmed when he confronted Spider-Man in the movie's final battle. Although the CGI looks decent, Grace's performance misses the mark. Any chance of Venom being intimidating during the final battle went out the window as soon as he spoke.
I'm thinking humiliation. Kind of like how you humiliated me. Do you remember? Do you remember what you did to me?
When he's not cracking lame jokes, he sounds like he's about to cry. To add insult to injury, this was the very first time we saw the villain in live action. We'd been dying to see Venom on screen, but this fell far short of fan expectations.
I like being bad. It makes me happy.
Number 3, How the Terminator Came Back. Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines.
Take off your clothes.
Patience, honey.
When Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator travels into the past, he needs to acquire clothes. During the first 2 films, he did something badass and threatening to get new threads, but not in Terminator 3. Instead of beating up opponents or shrugging off blows, he lightly hits a bouncer, walks into a strip club, and takes clothes from a performer.
Your clothes.
Talk to the hand.
Now.
He then puts on a pair of star-shaped sunglasses. The ridiculous way he was introduced after 12 years away from the role was a huge letdown. Although there were a few comedic beats in the first 2 films, both movies treated the Terminator's entrance seriously. By joking around with Arnold's much-anticipated return, the movie made a classic character look like a parody.
Hey, are you gonna pay for that?
Talk to the hand.
Number 2, the Martha moment. Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Well, here I am.
Bruce, please. I was wrong. You have to listen to me.
Just hearing that Batman and Superman were going to duke it out on screen was a dream come true. Since they're 2 of the most famous superheroes of all time, there was no way a fight between them could be anything less than awesome, unless you bring their mothers into it. Right before Batman is about to land the final blow, Superman mentions that his mother, Martha, is in trouble.
You're letting him kill Martha.
Bruce immediately stops attacking and starts screaming because his mother had the same name.
Why did you say that name? Martha, why did you say that name?
Stop! Please, stop!
Why did you say that name?
It's his mother's name.
We never could have pictured in a million years that a fight between 2 titans would end because of a naming coincidence. This Martha moment ruined the weight and significance of an epic live-action fight that we'd been dreaming of for years. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Optimus Prime perishes in battle. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. It lacked emotional weight and was later undone.
You're so weak.
How Nick Fury Lost His Eye. Captain Marvel. We were expecting a more exciting story.
Oh, mother fucking!
You okay?
Yeah, it's just a scratch. No.
Seeing Godzilla. Godzilla. The redesign got the nickname Gino. Godzilla in name only.
Fire, fire, fire!
Whiplash's defeat. Iron Man 2. This classic Iron Man villain was beaten too easily.
You lose.
The Justice League unites. Justice League. They were a much better team in Zack Snyder's cut.
Damn! This isn't the plan. No, Master Wayne. This is the team.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Deadpool's debut. X-Men Origins: Wolverine.
Wait. You don't have to do this. Alright, maybe you do.
Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, has his nickname the Merc with the Mouth for a reason. His gift of the gab is arguably the single most defining trait of his character. He constantly makes fun of his enemies, breaks the fourth wall, and leaves us in stitches. But the creative team of X-Men Origins: Wolverine decided to disregard the character's history. After Wade gets experimented on, he's physically unable to speak.
Wait, is that you? Stryker finally figured out how to shut you up.
Although Logan tries to joke about it, seeing him in this state was no laughing matter for fans. The complete disregard for Wade's character here was shameful. His debut was one of the suckiest reveals in cinema history. But hey, at least they've since made up for it.
It's a big house. It's funny that I only ever see 2 of you. It's almost like the studio couldn't afford another X-Man.
We'll spend our days
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.